Lesson 72. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation.
So today, as we ask our Father in heaven, what is salvation? We ask to be shown. We ask to behold salvation in our mind. We began the day with the text and a clear distinction between the grandeur of God versus the grandiosity of the ego. The grandeur of God is truth. The grandiosity is pride, ego pride. The ego puffing itself up, trying to overcome a sense of meaninglessness and despair and loneliness. We will not let the ego tempt us with any of its other gifts of the world. We sink deep inside today, opening to the glory and the grandeur, who we are as God created us. We will not fall into despair, the despair of pursuing a self-concept that God did not create. Today we want grandeur to return to our awareness. We have always been grandeur. Today we desire to be aware of our identity, of the grandeur of our identity. We lay aside all thoughts of grandiosity, competitiveness, attack. We lay aside all feelings of suspiciousness, all feelings of viciousness, and sink deep into the peace that passeth the understanding of the world. The ego could never understand the difference between grandeur and grandiosity, because the ego cannot understand God or love. The ego perceives grandeur as a threat, because the ego is vulnerability. But we open to the experience of grandeur as strength, strength in God. From our grandeur, we can only bless, because our grandeur is our abundance. Littleness and grandiosity are the same. Even though grandiosity can puff itself up with pride, grandiosity is always little, because it falls far short of the grandeur and the magnitude of spirit. Today we open up and our grandiosity is protected by holding grievances, believing our brother, our sister is a body. Yet if we perceive our brother and sister as a body, we will perceive ourselves as a body. God is not a body. Christ is not a body. God, Christ, our spirit. We cannot limit our perception of ourself to the body. We must open to the happy dream of forgiveness, the real world, in which we look upon the world completely anew. We were given a beautiful example in the workbook today that holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Holding grievances is an active attack on God's plan for salvation. Holding grievances is an active attempt to not be aware of forgiveness. And then we are told that these attack thoughts, these grievances, are always associated with something a body does. A person says something you do not like. He does something that displeases you. He betrays his hostile thoughts in his behavior. Jesus reminds us, you are not dealing here with what the person is. On the contrary, you are exclusively concerned with what he does in a body. You are doing more than failing to help him, freeing him from the body's limitations. You are actively trying to hold him to it by confusing it with him and judging them as one. So if I perceive my brother, my sister as a body, I am judging my brother, my sister. I am confusing the body with my brother and my sister. Herein is God attacked, for if his Son is only a body, so must he be as well. A creator wholly unlike his creation is inconceivable. This is the basis for forgiveness. God is love. God is spirit. God creates like God. Christ is love. Christ is spirit. The creation is like the Creator, spirit, eternal, changeless, forever, always. To perceive anything, anyone, as a body, to perceive oneself as a body, is a denial of spirit. So today we let go of the investment in the body. We accept that every grievance that we hold insists that the body is real. Every grievance that is held overlooks entirely what our brother and sister truly is, because it overlooks the spirit and reinforces the belief that he or she is a body. Grievances are condemnations. So today we are grateful to remember I am spirit. I am invulnerable. As spirit, I cannot attack or be attacked. Such is the truth. We are reminded of this today as we share this lesson. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Amen.